Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Celeste and I am trying to lose weight. I am 8 months postpartum. I am currently 155 pounds, but I was also 155 pounds postpartum. The difference is that right now I am 155 pounds of a little bit more fluff and fat and less muscle mass. And you know where this is going. Postpartum, I was more muscle mass and had a little less fluff and fat. So I think now it is time to throw away all the excuses and it is time to get snatched up and build a better lifestyle. So with that being said, I am going to start off with nutrition, then I'm going to follow up with exercise, then my mental health. But like I said, nutrition is what I'm going to start off with first because I think it is the foundation to losing weight, but most importantly, maintaining a healthy weight. So I'm going to start off with having 3 snacks during the day and making sure they are packed with protein. So those snacks are of course going to be in between my bigger meals, so breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but I just need to make sure that they are packed with protein. I learned during pregnancy when I had gestational diabetes that it is important to have protein with your snacks, so not just your meals but also with your snacks as well, especially if you are having any type of carbs like crackers and all that stuff, and also sugars. So when you are having protein with your snacks, the protein actually absorbs any carbs and sugars, so it kind of just like balances out. So just having protein with my snacks I think is going to be key for me, but also it will help to keep me full until my next meal. Because I had gestational diabetes during pregnancy, I feel like it was kind of like the silver lining because I learned so much about sugar in general, my blood sugar and all that stuff. So sticking with snacks, I want to make sure that my snacks are 15 grams or less of sugar. Obviously I want to stay away from 15 grams, but whatever the serving is for whatever I'm having, I want to make sure that those snacks are 15 grams or less of sugar, and just so I'm able to maintain my blood sugar levels. Again, with the whole blood sugar thing, I plan on tracking my blood sugar levels just because I do have the machine from having gestational diabetes, so I don't think it hurts to check throughout the day where my sugar levels are, just so I know that if my blood sugar levels are high, that I can do something to fix it. I also want to decrease my intake of processed foods, even though it is just so much easier to prepare processed food. It's like you just pop it into the oven and it's like ready to go. I want to steer away from that because there's just so much additives, there's a lot of sugar in it, there's a lot of sodium in it, and that is the stuff that obviously we all want to avoid. Staying hydrated I feel like is pretty self-explanatory. That is something that I feel like we should all do, whether or not you are trying to fix your lifestyle, whatever you want to do with your lifestyle. I just feel like you need to stay hydrated, but I don't think that is an issue for me because I love water. It's weird enough that I'm going to say this, but water is my favorite drink, so I don't think that is ever going to be an issue. And lastly, I do not plan to eat after 9 p.m. because I am going to be going to sleep like 2 hours later. So whatever I decide to have for dinner or even dessert, I want to make sure that is being digested properly and that it's not jeopardizing, you know, my body in any way possible, that like, you know, my blood sugars isn't going to be processed properly through my body, the carbs and all that stuff. I just want to make sure that my body is digesting my food first before I lay down, relax, and go to sleep. I just want to mention that I'm obviously no expert when it comes to nutrition, and I'm no expert when it comes to gestational diabetes or diabetes in general. This is just things that I have done during pregnancy when I had gestational diabetes, and I feel like it will help me right now to get to a healthy weight. During pregnancy, I was actually able to lose 10 pounds, which I know sounds kind of scary, but it was a 10 pounds that I had gained and I didn't actually really need. So it didn't, you know, harm me or my baby in any way. So I don't think it'll hurt me right now to take what I have learned during pregnancy when I had gestational diabetes to right now to get to a better lifestyle. Moving on to exercise and getting my body moving, I plan to go to the gym a minimum of 3 times a week. Now, my husband also wants to fix up his lifestyle as well, so we are going to be doing alternating days. But what is tricky is our timing at the gym. So we really just need to make sure that each time we go to the gym, each session that we do have, we make the best of it. But because we are running on time and we are just starting out, but also having to take care of our baby, we plan to just do 2 exercises in 30 minutes. So I know it sounds crazy because it's only 30 minutes and it's only 2 exercises, but I feel like because we are just starting out, I should say we want to be able to ease into it and not have ourselves be so sore to a point where like it hurts to bend down, it hurts to carry our baby. Like, we want to make sure that we're able to function the next day. So 30 minutes, 2 exercises to get us started, and of course as time goes on we will increase the time and increase the amount of exercises that we do. I also do plan on doing Pilates bi-weekly, which is something that I already do, so it's something that I am going to be continuing. It is also something different than going down to the gym and lifting weights, and I have been enjoying Pilates, so that is something I am going to continue. Next is daily walks, which is something that I learned through gestational diabetes. Even though I was already walking a lot pre-pregnancy, I want to continue that right now, even though half the time I feel like I'm just exhausted from taking care of my baby. But it is just so nice to get fresh air, for my baby to get fresh air, but also to just get some easy steps in. Like, we're not talking about power walking or anything like that. We just want to go on a nice stroll and enjoy our time outside. And if it's raining outside, if it's snowing outside, if it's too chilly outside, I want to make sure that I still get some sort of walking in. So if a rainy day lands on a gym day, I'll spend 10 minutes on the treadmill. And you know, if it's raining on a day when I'm not going to the gym, I'll just do more chores. I'll just make sure that I continuously move around and I'm not just being a bump on a log. Okay, so this next one, which is my last point for exercising and movement, it is getting some movement after eating. So like I just said, I don't want to be a bump on a log, and this is something that I learned from gestational diabetes again. I want to be able to move around, even if it's just doing the dishes and putting things away, doing a few chores 10 minutes after eating. I want to make sure that my body is able to digest the food that I have, and that I'm not just like sitting on the couch watching TV, which then turns into slouching, with then turns into lying down on the couch and having just all the fats sitting there, the carbs sitting there in your body, the sugars sitting down in your body. I just want to get moving, just so what I just ate doesn't just sit in my body, which I feel like is something that has made my abdominal area a little bit bigger. So we are gonna fix that with some movement after eating, 10 minutes after eating dinner especially. And lastly, my mental health. I don't have a lot of points for this. I actually just have 2 points, but I feel like they're both important. So the first one is sleep. I want to make sure I get enough sleep. I want to make sure that I'm in bed by 10:30 and be asleep before 11:30. I do pump in the middle of the night, which honestly ruins the vibes of everything, but I just want to make sure that I get enough sleep to have a better day ahead of me. And lastly, finding time to rest during the day, which those resting times is when my son sleeps. So he has 2 naps a day and they're both 2 hours. So I want to spend an hour resting, whether it be taking a nap or just laying down listening to music or finding some sort of hobby. And you know, whatever that hobby is, do that hobby for an hour, even if it's just reading. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that hour, but it most likely will be nap and resting. But if it's not nap and resting, it'll be some sort of like relaxing hobby. So 1 hour of that, and then the next hour is dedicated to getting the next wake window ready for my son. So just rest. I love to rest, especially now being a new mom. So making sure that I get rest so I don't feel burnt out. So there you guys have it. That is how I plan to lose weight and maintain a healthy weight. I guess I do have one more, and it is to record this whole entire process so I can keep myself accountable. But yeah, that is my plan. Hopefully all goes well. Please pray for me, guys, because I really do need this. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Oh, also, and I should mention that again, I am no expert at any of this. This is just, I feel like, what worked for me personally, but it's something that you can, you know, give and take, I guess. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you guys in the next video and throughout this whole entire process. Bye guys.